hey, I need you to check your voter registration right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now, because deadlines are coming. And this is important because even if you think you are registered, you may not be. Today is National Voter Registration Day, and I've talked about this before, but it is critically important for you to check on your registration because things may be drastically different in your state than they were the last time you voted. And since then, your registration may have been thrown out. First, to be eligible to vote in an election in the United States, obviously, federal law says you need to be 18 years old and you must be a U.S. citizen. But you also need to meet the requirements in your state, including the specific requirements to register. Federal law also lays out who is not eligible to vote. Non-citizens, including permanent legal residents, cannot vote in federal elections. That is a felony. And depending on some states, some people cannot vote after being convicted of a felony. Now, in case you didn't know, the Constitution says we don't have a national election run by the U.S. federal government. What we have is 50 separate elections because the Constitution says every single state has the right to conduct its election in the way it sees fit. So there are 50 different sets of rules for registering to vote, deadlines to register, how those voter registration rolls are maintained, and obviously different rules about when you can vote, how you can vote, and how votes are counted. Now, I'm going to talk about all that in a separate video, but I want to focus on voter registration today. You also need to understand it is standard for states to regularly clean up or purge their voter registration lists. Names get thrown off the voter rolls for lots of reasons, including maybe a voter passed away or moved out of the state or changed names or changed address or otherwise became ineligible to vote. But recently, several states have become more aggressive in their purging, and whether by accident or according to voter rights groups on purpose, the names of some eligible voters are being purged. But that's an easy fix. It is your responsibility to make sure your registration is valid and active. Don't leave it to your state government. You do it. The easiest way to check is go to vote.gov. At the very top, you will see register to vote or update your registration. Click the link and then find your state. Make sure you are going to your actual state election website. Now, some states make it really easy for you to register to vote and for you to confirm your voter registration. And some states do not make it easy at all, and you will have to physically pick up a phone and call somebody. But if voting in this election is important to you, you better do it, and you better do it fast because voter registration deadlines are coming up. And if you miss those deadlines and you are not registered to vote, you're out of luck.